Hi everybody and welcome to the Final Buzzer feature. My name is John Pirsos and this week my guest is Bernd Schlüter from the men's soccer team, the reigning ECC Rookie of the Year. And Bernd, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for the invite. Everything fine, and for you?
Good. So, Bernd, I got to ask you, you've been on an offensive tear lately. 5 goals over the past 2 games. You guys have won your last 2 games. I mean, what have you been doing that has been working offensively?
Well, first of all, it was hard to come back to the team because they played a while together right now since the last games. So it was hard to fit in the team again because also we had to adapt our style a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, it just came down to doing the right things in practice, prepare for the games, and then execute it.
Was it tough at all to come back from the leg injury? Because I know you missed 5 games with that, but it seems like you kind of picked up right where you left off.
I mean, at the end of the day, it was 5 games, but actually it was a little bit more because the 2 games I played or got into the game, I wouldn't really count these as a comeback because the first game I think I played 10 minutes, got injured again, I rolled my ankle that game again, and the game at Lockhaven, I shouldn't shouldn't have been playing that much that game. Played I think 60 minutes or something like that, and it wasn't even planned at all. But the game was close, and I think coach had trusted me to maybe get things going up front. But at the end, we lost that game. But I wouldn't count these as the real comeback. Every time I was in conversations with Jack, my physical therapist, and Nicole, and we always aim for the game against Stack, and so I had a lot of preparation going into that game, and it went well.
But you have to be relieved just to be back on the field because when you hurt your knee earlier this year, those are always scary injuries that can sometimes end seasons. So you have to be happy just to be back on the field this year.
Yeah, 100%. You could imagine this was my last year where I would be able to play. So it was always back in my head that maybe I couldn't even play college soccer ever again. So at the beginning, I couldn't even walk. It was very tough. I had a sprained ankle. I had my MCL torn, and you always hope for the best. And thanks again to Nicole and Jack. They helped me out a lot, and I'm just glad to be back.
Now, as a team, you guys have a really tough stretch coming up at Bridgeport on Saturday, at Roberts Wesleyan during the week. Then you come home for Mercy next weekend. All 3 of those teams are playoff teams right now. So does this feel like a do-or-die stretch for the team?
Well, we could be at least say we have a good position we're into now. So even if we don't win all of these games or maybe tie one or something like that, we're still in a very good position. But of course, if we lose all of these games, it's a die situation. So we are preparing very well in practice and try to give everything we have. These opponents coming up are very good. I remember last year we lost against Bridgeport at home even. So also Robert Wesley this year is a very competitive team. They have the best goal scorer in the conference at the moment. So it's not going to be some easy games, but I'm still confident in our team. I think if we play our football, our best football, or soccer, we're going to try to beat all of these teams, and I think we're in a pretty good position to do that.
Don't worry, everyone got the message when you said football. You're from Germany.
Yes.
You came here as a grad student. How did you end up at New York Tech from Germany?
Well, first of all, I think some of my friends already did it, but for the undergrad. So back in the days, I was also thinking about, because in my city we have one of the biggest agencies who provide athletes to every kind of sport, to every kind of university in the US. So they provide not only soccer players, but also track and field athletes, tennis players and stuff like that. And they usually help you to create a profile, get you in touch with all the coaches. So based on that, then you start getting in touch, Skype with these coaches, speak about how they try to try to fit yourself into the team right now. What's their offer, what they try to give you, where you live, and all these things. And then at the end of the day, you make a decision based on that. And I had pretty good conversations with Coach Carlos. He was one of the guys who really tried to get me here as bad as he wanted. So At the end of the day, like I think it was just like the whole package of New York Tech and the connection to the city. Yeah, I mean we also have a campus there, so we already take classes right now. It's just different. It's you can't compare that to like any other school in the States, like this connection. So I think I made the right choice.
Now, you mentioned Carlos Delcid, head coach. He just won his 200th career game with that 2-0 win against Stack on Saturday. What is he like as a coach? What's he like in practice? Why does he bring out the best in players?
I mean, like first of all, again, congratulations to Carlos. A big 200 win. Who can say that from himself? Like winning 200 games in college soccer. So, yeah, that's a big achievement. But at the end of the day, everybody's thankful because he enables you to play the best soccer you can ever do. So. I'm glad he helped me a lot. I thought I came here and already know a lot of about soccer, even or like football. But here it's a little bit different. You play a different style, and he 100% helped me to adapt at it and like enable me to play the way I play right now.
Now, this is your last year of eligibility. So, what's your plan after graduation here? Do you want to keep playing soccer? Or are you looking to get into the workforce after you graduate? What's the plan for next year?
Well, like I'm gonna graduate next year in May, and like my aim is to in the next semester I'm gonna move to Manhattan anyway to take my last classes there. Then I'll try to already work, like apply for a CPT where you're able to work like 20 hours a week at a company already, and then later on try to apply for an OPT and maybe stay here in the States for some more years. But at the end of the day, I never know. And with soccer. Like it was always my hobby, but yeah, I'm not trying to pursue like something more. I just probably like find some friends, play with them together on the weekend, maybe like in a lower league here in New York, and get into that Sunday league kind of soccer. But I mean, yeah, right now in my life, I have probably different priorities.
All right, well, Bernd, thanks for stopping by, and best of luck rest of the season.
Thank you for the invite.
That's Bernd Schlüter from the men's soccer team. And this is the Final Buzzer feature. I'm John Pirsos.